The Money in the Bank fallout, Enzo's Twitter reaction, and Mauro Ranallo returning to WWE. Learn about that and more on IWN Week in Wrestling. I'm your host Kevin Donoghue and welcome back to IWN Wrestling News. So over the last couple of days, WWE have been posting cryptic tweets on the social media platform containing images and quotes relating to certain wrestling legends, such as a statue of Andre the Giant, Stone Cold's ATV, and The Undertaker's hat and coat, to mention a few. But what could this all mean? Well, according to PW Insider, they're all part of a social media campaign to kickstart the promotion of the new WWE 2K18 video game. According to the report, the items will be revealed to be held in a secured facility, like a museum housing WWE's archives. In the trailer though, we'll see someone break into the facility and vandalise and destroy the items. It'll be revealed at the end of the trailer that the vandal is no other than Seth Rollins. Also, apparently the campaign will lead to the announcement that if you pre-order the game, you will get Kurt Angle as a playable character. So Sportskeeda reported that WWE are planning to bring back the Punjabi prison match at the upcoming SmackDown pay-per-view Battlegrounds, which will see Randy Orton versus WWE champion Jinder Mahal. For those of you that aren't familiar with this match type, it plays out as follows. You have two cages made from bamboo. You have an inner cage and a larger outer cage. The aim of the match is simple. Escape both cages and be the first to have both feet touch the floor on the outside. If the Punjabi match returns, it will be the third time we've seen this match type on WWE. The last being 10 years ago when Batista defeated the Great Khali. A number of legends of the squared circle, The Undertaker being one of them, have called this one of the most dangerous match types in pro wrestling history. Which is understandable considering, unlike the steel cage or Hell in a Cell match types, the top of the cage in this one is fashioned into spikes out of the bamboo that the structure is made from. So I guess you could kiss goodbye to the old twig and berries if you happen to slip. Well, that and you'd be dead. So folks are divided over the ending to Sunday's first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. But if there's anything we can all agree on, it's that James Ellsworth's involvement in the result has pissed off a lot of people. On-screen SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan apparently is one of them. Daniel Bryan returned to SmackDown last night after a short time off to be with his newly born daughter Birdie. Congrats to Brie and Daniel on the new arrival, by the way. At the start of last night's SmackDown, Daniel Bryan was cornered by the other participants of the Money in the Bank match. But he made it very clear that the Money in the Bank situation would be his top focus for the night. After that, Carmella gave a promo with a very I don't care what you think attitude and explained that she didn't break any rules during the match and that her only focus is her guaranteed title shot. But SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan didn't see it that way and he made the results of the match null and void. While in the ring with the other four participants of the Money in the Bank match, Carmella went from being the first ever Miss Money in the Bank to being the first ever superstar to be stripped of the briefcase. Not only did Daniel Bryan strip Carmella of her Money in the Bank contract, but he also announced that the Money in the Bank match will be redone next week on SmackDown Live, with all 5 participants taking part again. Then later on Talking Smack, he told James Ellsworth that he'd be banned from ringside so that something like this would never happen again. So folks, was this WWE's plan all along to garner severe heel heat for Carmella? Or had they not expected this level of negative feedback and have decided to go a different route with this storyline? This week's episode of Raw saw the conclusion to the Who Attacked Enzo and Cass storyline. After Raw General Manager Kurt Angle failed to expose the culprit, Raw commentator Corey Graves stepped in with CCTV footage of Cass faking his own attack. After seeing the footage, Cass confessed that it was him that attacked Enzo. His reason being, he considered Enzo dead weight and the reason he never held championship gold in WWE. He then proceeded to hit a teary-eyed Enzo with a big boot before he left the ring. The certified G, Enzo Amore, broke his silence on the situation when he tweeted out the following yesterday. At Big Cass threw in the towel, I dried up a gangster tear with it. He also included a message to Irish MMA star Conor McGregor in the same tweet, which reads as follows. But I ain't throwing in the towel with notorious MMA. I got nothing to lose. So what does this mean for Enzo going forward? Well, obviously he's going to have a feud with Cass for a spell. But when that's done, what then? Maybe we could see him have a celebrity feud with Conor McGregor, as that wasn't the only tweet he sent the Irishman. Last week Enzo tweeted the following at McGregor, which apparently was the final straw for Big Cass. At Notorious MMA, you talk shit and Floyd is going to knock it out of you. And if he doesn't, I will. So folks, what are your thoughts on the Enzo and Cass breakup? Do you think we could see Conor McGregor appear in WWE and square up with Enzo? According to reports, Mauro Ranallo is set to return to the WWE as a commentator. As many of you know, we haven't seen Ranallo on WWE TV in about 3 months since the stories broke about backstage bullying involving JBL. So when it looked like we weren't going to see Ranallo on WWE TV again, he revealed on Thursday that he will be returning, but not to SmackDown. Instead, he'll be joining the NXT announce team below on Full Sail University. Ranallo gave us a peek behind the curtain as to why this brand swap in the following statement. WWE and I mutually agreed to end my responsibilities on SmackDown, having nothing to do with the rumours about disputes. As I remained under contract with WWE, we discussed a variety of options. Despite originally agreeing to part ways, there was always a desire to continue working together. We have come to terms on a new agreement that benefits both WWE and me, and I am thrilled to announce that I will be now part of the NXT broadcasting team. Further reports suggest that he'll be replacing current NXT and SmackDown commentator Tom Phillips. This could be so that Tom Phillips can concentrate solely on his work on SmackDown Live. I think this would be a good fit for Ranallo, as NXT seems to have a more relaxed atmosphere. Hopefully he can be more like he was when he was part of the announce team for the Cruiserweight Classic, and less restricted like the main roster announce teams appear to be to the outside observer. So folks, what are your thoughts on this week's stories? Sound off in the comments. I've been Kevin O'Donoghue. As always, you can find me on Twitter at Kevin O'Meester. So until the next video folks, have a great weekend, good luck, and bye.